your life is going to change when you start to create your own boundaries, guys. This is the thing. If you go to a healthy person, if you go to a person that has actually took time to create their vision of their life, like if you tell a person that has set boundaries for themselves, if you tell them that, hey, these are my boundaries, they're going to respect your boundaries because they respect their own boundaries. And they're going to either stay and accept you and adjust, or they're just going to be like, hey, okay, guys, so let's keep this shit rolling. Yay! Okay, guys, so you probably are like, oh my god. You know what? I don't give a fuck. My bad. We are not supposed to curse in this channel because we are family friendly. But why do I have a jacket on? It's because I live in Finland and Finland is no joke. It's no joke. I am right now in the library and we're chilling. So what I came here to chat about is how to stand on business. How to stand on business. Okay, you probably hear this everywhere. Stand on business, stand on business, stand on business, okay? What does standing on business mean? And why is everyone using it like it's hello? Let me tell you guys. Standing on business is kind of translated to you focusing on your business, as in business, business. Technically, what they're saying is I respect myself and I respect my boundaries, and I have boundaries that if other people don't respect, then they're off. Which is clear. I was a former people pleaser. I feel like most of us, we were former people pleasers. Or you could be right now. I'm not. I'm not anymore. I'm over that shit. As you should be. As a former people pleaser, I went through stuff that caused me to level up and create some boundaries. That is something that many people use. Like they say, yeah, I respect myself a lot. But do you actually respect yourself? Like, do you actually, you don't force yourself to act how you don't want to act because someone did you wrong. So this disrespects you. This someone decides to disrespect you. Now, you feel disrespected, you feel uncomfortable, you feel off. You're like, okay, why would this person disrespect me? What happened to me is what I did, I used to mirror their personality. Like, because that's the problem nowadays. Because I read this book, it talked about how personality became a thing and like people lost their actual character while creating all these different personalities to fit in the society. But they lost something more valuable, which was their own character. Because personalities are like, they're like fake. I mean, no. Guys, let's get to the point. Okay, so this disrespects you, and now you feel disrespected. If they disrespect me and they're acting distant, I'm gonna act distant, even though I don't want to act distant because I had good intentions for this person. It could be a girl, it could be a guy, it could be a family member, it could be anyone. It could be your teacher, okay, for example. That is something called I didn't respect myself enough to remove myself from a situation where I should have done something and left. I know nowadays people are like, but, it's not so easy to leave and etc. Actually, it is quite easy to leave if you respect yourself. If you respect yourself enough and actually respect your morals and values and etc. I know it's not easy at first because it's going to be very lonely. Hey, I should try this. This is even better lens. Guys, I'm so sorry. I put this lens thingy. Self-respect means that you don't put yourself through a situation that you don't want to be in because you know you don't deserve that and you know it's waste of energy and time and you don't want to serve those type of stuff. The world we live in, the human nature, there's so many personalities, so many characters, so many energy traits, so many everything. It's like we live in momentum. Like there's all the time something is going on. Oh shit. If you have this ideal lifestyle that you want to live in, you need to get the people that you want to be surrounded with in line. You need to understand that when you go to a new place and you get to know new people, you need to straight up have that, okay, this is not the type of person I want to serve. What I mean by serving is not like serving them as in like they're God or king or something. No. Serving is technically just spending, like, giving them your time. That's to me is serving. You're in this situation where you're getting to know new people, and straight up when you have this instinct that, okay, this person is not the ideal person that I want to be around in the future, then respectfully, you don't need to give your energy to them. Or like, obviously you should be kind, but you shouldn't like, oh yeah, this, and like make the conversation more interesting and stuff like that because you want them to view you like, oh my gosh, he's so interesting. You know what I'm saying? You should always be kind, but you shouldn't always be nice to everyone, because people nowadays are mistaking niceness as flirtation and whatever, and they think you're in love with them, which is weird. Your life is a journey, okay? So since you were born, you went through so much crap, and people hurt you that weren't supposed to hurt you, and were supposed to love you and care for you. And then there was times in your life where you hurt some people, and that doesn't make you a bad person. And this is, with me, I feel like there's this thing that every time I start something, I can't make like a video of one specific topic because I always keep talking about different topics because my brain is like, oh, I should work on that. But I feel like, because the window is open, I want to show you guys. The window is like that. I feel like people are looking at me. But that's when I stand on business because they don't know what I do. So people hurt you that were supposed to love you, and then now you have a weird look on life. Your life, it's your life. So what if you're picky about people? Like, that's your life. Like, if you want to surround yourself with people that have specific goals and ambition, then that's your life. Like, if someone tells you, oh, you're such a picky with people, you can say no and stand on it and say period. You don't need to get advice from everyone because nobody knows where you want to head into. Even though you try to tell people and explain to them that, hey, I want to get into this and that and this and that, or I want this specific lifestyle, they won't understand unless you tell the people that already live your lifestyle, already live the lifestyle that you want to live. Those people are the only people that will understand. So one thing I actually realized is that people that actually are wealthy, have amazing health, take care of their health, they're fit, they have healthy like lifestyle, they're active, they have financial like things covered. And this is why I love the word wealth. Wealth doesn't only mean the financial wealth, it also means the wealth of knowledge, the wealth of health, the wealth of, being able to express your emotions and being transparent. Like, all those are wealth of emotional intelligence and etc. Those are all in the box of wealth. Because personally, the more I grew, the more I realized I don't want to have a person in my life that doesn't take care of their health, is not very, specific about their people who they are hanging out with. There is so many different situations in life that we get into, and we need to accept that this happened. And most of these uncontrollable things are when we were children. Like, we have no control of what happened when we were kids in our childhood. Like, we had no control of that because we were children. Like, how is a child gonna know what their mom and dad are going through and like anything else? Like, how am I supposed to know that? That's like, but the only control in your life now is you knowing the knowledge and using it to your benefit. Like, your life is from this day on, you can't control the past. The only thing you can control is the future. But that's the thing. People live in their past. People still live in their past. Like, their future is suffering because they're living in the past. They're living in the past. And this is something that your brain is kind of, it has this weird thing. I don't know what it does, but it's like protecting yourself from all that shit. This is your only life that you are only responsible of. What happened to you in the past is now in the past. You're not going to let, at least the people that are watching my channel, I'm not going to let your future pay for your past. If that makes sense. Yes, it does, I think. If something happens now, if something happens in the moment, if you're, for example, doing something and you're with your friend or someone that you know and you guys are doing whatever you're doing, and then you feel disrespected because they just did something, you're the only one who's responsible of getting up and actually right on time saying, hey, this thing that you did, cut it or I'm gone. Okay? Obviously, because you're hanging out with someone that you care about, you want to spit out some solutions. You're going to be like, hey, this thing that you just did, I hope it wasn't intentional, but in the future, I'm not going to let that shit slide. Okay? So maybe you should do something about it, because that shit ain't going to go past my shit. Okay? I don't know if that makes any sense, but that also includes with the family. People, please, if your family disrespects you, you are responsible of getting up and standing on business. This is where the standing on business happens. You saying, I don't care what war or trauma you have been through with your family or anyone, you are responsible for your own health and peace and anything else like that. If you tell someone, hey, these are my boundaries, and if you don't respect them, I will gladly do something about it and you will never see me again. If people get triggered by you setting boundaries, those people are shit. My bad, I cannot use that word. Those people are ass. And you should, okay? The normalized thing for a decade is you getting disrespected by your family members because you are blood and you should have the responsibility of hold the pain and go through suffering together because you guys are blood. No, I don't believe that anymore. You should stand on business no matter what. Don't let anybody disrespect you like that. And I know, guys, that could be trauma response. That could be just how your brain functions because all the shit that you have, my bad, all the poo-poo stuff that you have been gathering in your body and like mind and stuff like that. So when you want to stand on business and say what you want to say, it kind of sticks to your throat and it doesn't want to go out. That happened to me back then. Like, for example, me, I'm such a passionate and emotional person. Like, I honestly, when I speak, I want to speak. I look like I want to speak. I wouldn't say I'm emotional. I feel like all of us are emotional, but like we have like different measures of emotional thingy. So what I usually, like if I get disrespected, I will stand on business. Like I will let that shit out ASAP. I don't care. It took me a long time to do that, guys. So don't expect yourself to all of a sudden just don't that, you know? So it will take courage. Some of us have that our voice gets stuck in here. So I feel like we have like, I think what I remember is that we have like 2 throats or something, vocal throat. And then when we cry, our emotions and our like what we want to speak about and feelings, they kind of stay here stuck. That's usually for me. Like if I want to cry when I'm trying to stand on business, it kind of stays here. So just breathe in and just say honestly, because what's the worst thing that can happen? Honestly, you getting killed. You're dead. At least I died while standing on business. It's not easy to set boundaries. It's not easy to say how you actually feel. But we live in very competitive world and dominant world. Everybody wants to control someone. So you're the only one who's actually responsible of your life. You're the only one who's responsible of your life, and you're the only one who can tell people how you feel, and you cannot let people guess your boundaries and stuff like that. Sometimes when you have this aura, people know that you are not the person that they should mess around with. Okay? Some of us people, we just need to say, hey, I'm not gonna let this slide next time. I hope I won't experience this from you. I recommend you to get your together, because that's not gonna work with me. This thing that you just did or said is not gonna work with me. What you need to start learning is to not overly explain yourself. Like, you don't owe anybody an explanation. And yes, there is some situations in life that you honestly just need to say, hey, this is something going on, something like that's on you. If you want to explain yourself to someone else, that's on you. Good or bad. Like, you don't need to be hard, cold, whatever. Someone hurt you, someone disrespected you, you feel disrespected. You're just gonna say, this is the situation, and this is what's gonna happen, period. You don't need to gonna be like, yeah, but I know you had your own reasons why you did this and why you did that, and the whole life is like this. I know this has been so much pressure, but I'm gonna choose to leave because this has happened. And you don't need to explain yourself. You feel disrespected. They were aware that they disrespected you. They didn't do anything about it, and you choose to leave. Everybody knows what they're doing, guys. Every single person on the planet knows what they're doing. Nobody is walking like a ghost unless they're injected with drugs, but everybody actually knows what they're doing. People try to take the easier way. Even though they care for you, they want to take the easier way. I don't know, why is it like that? Why wouldn't you want to show effort and love and affection and, blessings to person that you care about? It could be a friend, it could be whatever, man's, girls, it could be anyone. So stop overly explaining yourself on situations that you shouldn't explain yourself to. Like, you're just simply tired of their bullshit. If someone is disrespecting you, giving you a hard time when they shouldn't, you tell them. You stand up, and you actually stand up for yourself. Don't wait on someone else to stand up for you. I was that child who always waited someone else to stand up for myself. For me, I mean. Did that get me anywhere? No. It got me in very bad situations. It got me in, like, stressing about everything. It got me, like, thinking about, oh my God, guys, like, everybody hates me in this place. Why didn't I stand up for myself when I should have? Things would have been so much easier. So you're just resembling your future at the moment. Like, if you are letting people walk over you now, people from the future are seeing you getting walked over, and they're gonna walk over you now. But if you're standing on business now, you're setting boundaries, and everybody knows these boundaries, and you actually react when these boundaries has been overcrossed, the people from the future see that, and they're not gonna walk over you or even try to walk over you, because they know you're not the person to be messed with. This is you. Your friends see that you have boundaries. You created new healthy boundaries for yourself, and you want your loved ones and cared ones to respect your boundaries. If they react like, oh my God, what is wrong with your rules and stuff like that, like, oh, you're so picky, oh, why are you creating these, oh, you make life so hard. If they react like that, you know that you were like an easy target before. You were easily crossed before. That happened to me technically. When I set boundaries in my life, my people, like, near me, like the close ones, they told me, oh, all of a sudden you're creating rules. Rules of what? I'm just keeping a healthier me. I'm creating the person that I want to create. And apparently these rules that I have created for myself are becoming hard to you. Like, wake up. Okay? And those people shouldn't be around you, because they don't deserve the best version of you. Like, if someone reacts in a negative way when you start to create boundaries and, like, healthier like limits, and they're, like, reacting like it's a bad thing, then that's bad. That's very bad. Like, either you're gonna leave, or either you tell them that, hey, you better change, or this is not going anywhere. What will happen after you start to create boundaries, healthy boundaries for yourself, is you start to level up. You start to meet people that also have healthy boundaries that hit your thingy. I forgot a line. So that's going to happen. And have you ever imagined what your life is going to be like when you start to be more picky in your life? Like, so what? Be more picky about anything. Okay, I'm so picky about the people I hang around with. I'm picky about the people I serve. I'm picky about the people I cater to. I'm picky about what I receive. I'm picky about anything. I'm picky about the color I like, the clothes that I like, the food that I eat, mostly. I'm picky about the workouts that I do. Like, what will happen when you start to choose the things that you want and need? Like, what will happen? Have you ever thought about that? What will happen if you actually start to do what you want to do? And that's something that is really, like, nowadays, we are so much on this. We're so much on that we don't even have time to, like, expand or extend our vision. Like, how high can we get? Not high this, but high. These are actually the things that matter. And I see so many people that are hanging around with people that don't give a shit about them. They don't even give a shit about themselves. Like, just first start to change yourself, and when you change yourself, your surroundings start to just automatically change. The people that are not meant to be no longer in your journey, they're just going to automatically drop off. And I think that happens to all of us. Like, all of a sudden we choose to change certain, like, things in our life, and all of a sudden the people that we thought were going to be for lifers, they just kind of disappear all of a sudden, because we were so focused on leveling and focusing on creating and doing, and that's what I'm saying. Most of the time, us people, we are like, we fear our highest potential. We fear our potential. And that's pretty understandable, because we are so stuck in the past. We are so stuck in what the past has done to us and all the things that have done to us, and we think we are these bad people with bad experiences and we are so unlucky and etc. Your life is going to change when you start to create your own boundaries, guys. If you tell a person that has set boundaries for themselves, if you tell them that, hey, these are my boundaries, they're going to respect your boundaries because they respect their own boundaries. And they're going to either stay and accept you and adjust, or they're just going to be like, hey, I respect your boundaries, so I'm not looking for anything like that in my life, or I'm not looking forward to serving anything like that in my life, and I'm going to simply leave. There's nothing bad about cutting ties with people that you are not willing to, that you don't see in your future. There is nothing wrong with that. You're saving time, you're saving energy, and that energy that you would have spent on this for no reason, you could have spent it on something else. Use that time to create and do something creative. There is no need to put so much effort on people that you know that are not going to serve you in your future. I know it's very important to connect, just simply connect with people. It's very healthy to just connect. Personally, lately, because I have this big vision for myself, I want to just connect with people. I want to see what people are like. I want to know what they do. I want to hear their stories. I want to do this and I want to do that. Like, I am just there to connect with people, and that's how, like, normalize that too, guys. I think that's a new topic for our next video. Just to simply connect with people and not expect anything from them. But there's lines between that. Just because I want to connect with new people doesn't mean I put them in my life and make barriers and accept shit from them and struggle and stuff like that. If they don't serve me in any way, future on, I'm just gonna cut ties. And that's so simple, guys. Don't make shit harder. Just look at a blank paper and get a pen and then write the people that you want in your life and what character traits do they have. And next time when you go meet people, look at that list and be like, okay, straight up, well, I know, don't judge a book by its cover, but still, be like, okay, well, this person is not on my list. I'm not gonna serve. Oh, this person has some of the thingies. Oh, let me chat to them a little bit. Let me see what they do about. Let me see if we're connecting, whatever. Oh, they're not. Oh, this person that I've known for like a decade now, do they serve me? Is this giving me anything valuable? Are we in a healthy connection? Is this draining? It is. That. What are you wasting? You're wasting your time, you're wasting your life, you're wasting energy for what? This is gonna be a cringe cut. I'm gonna pick my beat. I have nothing else to say, honestly. Stand on business. Like, for real, stand on business. If you gotta stand on business and cry, then stand on business and cry. At least you stood on business. Start to visualize your future and start to visualize the people that you want to be surrounded with. Start to visualize the person that you want to become and actually live like the person that you want to become today. Today. If the person that you want to become doesn't have friends that do drugs and you have friends that sleep around with different guys, if that makes you right now go block some people that you definitely know are not serving you and are going to serve you in your future in any way, it's your responsibility right now to leave those people. Because you don't want to look back in 10 years and be like, oh, I should have removed this friend. Because, oh, why didn't I remove this friend? Oh, it's because I was scared I was going to hurt their feelings and stuff. Oh my, it's not your responsible to cater everyone's feelings and needs. Guys, honestly, it's the shit I have seen lately, it's crazy. What are you doing? You're wasting your time. Are you afraid to be lonely? Okay, well, cut the negative people right now and go meet some new people in the places that you want to be in your future. So what? Go get dressed, put your best fit on, and go to that hotel and drink a coffee in a fancy place, whatever. Do something, guys. Honestly, don't let people and your past form your future. Like, your today is forming your future. Why are you letting your future getting dumped on because your past was shit? There's times where some people are not worth your energy and they shouldn't even be, like, don't even spend your energy trying to explain your boundaries to them. Like, don't even say that shit, just leave. There is some people like that. Just ghost. That's what I usually do. If I meet new people and they're like okay for a couple of days or like a couple of months and then they're now acting up, I'm just like, block. What am I doing? Also, setting boundaries with the people that you care about, you need to go through uncomfortable conversations. It could be little as talking about the past. It could be as talking about the future. It could be the conversation that you guys have been avoiding. Like, uncomfortable conversations get you guys very far. Like, you guys need to sit down. If you can't say it face to face, I recommend you guys text it. Like, for example, if you have a friend and you set a new boundary, not like set a new boundary, but like you don't do the stuff that you used to do anymore, and you don't have the balls to explain it to them face to face, you can text them, and tell them, hey, well, I feel kind of awkward talking to you about this in face to face. I just want to put this on text so I know exactly what I'm saying and I can read over this text before I send it to you so you don't misunderstand. Like, if you care about some people, if you honestly care about some people and you know they care about you too, and you're setting boundaries and you don't want to do anything that you guys used to do, you should give them solutions too. The society that we live in now, everybody's trying to act very cold. Everybody's trying to act very emotionless. For what? I don't understand. I don't understand. Most of us don't have the balls to stand for ourselves because of the things that happened to us in the past. And it's most of the time like that. Maybe nobody wanted to hear us. Maybe we never felt heard. That's why we're struggling to set some boundaries and like talk for ourselves and stuff like that. Like, most of the things that we struggle now is because of our childhood. And it took me a long time to self-analyze and understand why was I such a people person, like a people pleaser? why I never stood up for myself, why I never actually kicked back when I got kicked, you know? And I feel like most of you guys feel the same. It's gonna be a very lonely journey for you to set some new boundaries, but it's gonna be very healthy and very rewarding. Analyze your life, set boundaries, and respect your boundaries. You need to stand up for yourself when there's a moment where you got disrespected. You're gonna have this era where you're just gonna be lonely. Like, you're gonna have no one. For example, me, I don't have people. I have very low friends. Like, I have a couple of friends. Right now, I would say I have a couple of friends, but I'm more than thankful for that. Like, the peace of mind that I have now and the peace of mind that I used to have back then, give me my couple of friends. I'm gonna stick on that, you know? And these couple of friends that I have, I feel most peaceful with. I don't talk to them every day, but I feel at peace. I feel like, hey, I'm loved, I'm cared for, I'm being respected, and I don't need to cater to everyone in different amounts and look at my own plate and it's empty, you know? Before I found these good couple of friends, I had an era where I was lonely as hell. I wouldn't say lonely. Lonely sounds very bad. I was alone, yeah. I enjoyed it. Yes, sometimes I had moments where I was like, oh, but I wish I had some people to do some things with. What did that get me to do? I got to experience some new stuff alone. I got to go to places and do things alone that I had never thought I would do alone. I got over my social anxiety because I had created this monster inside of me that I can do whatever alone. And I stopped waiting on people, you know? And also, guys, never forget that if you tell a healthy person who has healthy boundaries within themselves and respects themselves, if you tell them, hey, I created my boundaries and I want you to respect them, you don't need to tell it. That's the thing. You don't need to tell people you have boundaries. You just kind of need to show them that, hey, I respect myself enough that I will gently remove myself from the situation. Like, that's technically telling them, but like, your actions tell them. But you don't need to like tell them. It's not uncomfortable talking about these because when you have them, it's like, it's you. This is you. This is business, you know? I don't know how to explain it even better. It is easy said than done, but it's a long process. It's a long progress, and I would rather you guys be 30 with healthy environment and being picky with the people that you give your energy to than being 30 and still messy and everything else. Like, I don't want to be that. I don't want you guys to be that. I want my people around me to have, like, I encourage them to give themselves more respect and like leave people that don't give respect to them and etc. You know? But then there's people that expect respect from you, but they don't even respect themselves. So how does that make any sense, bro? How does that make any sense? That has happened to me many times. People tell me you should respect me, but like there is no respect that I should give because respect is earned, you know? Kind of. No, respect is earned, not gonna lie. Yeah. Like, you can't be a dick and just all of a sudden try to get respected. For what? You're an ass. You don't even have your character is ass. It shines through you. Your negative aura is everywhere, okay? Don't give respect to those people. Just leave them. Just ignore them. I don't even know how to say it, guys. But be as picky as you want. Don't listen to these liars. These liars won't get you anywhere. They're just jealous of you, okay? If you're setting boundaries and they're not giving you that, then they hate you, they don't like you, they either want to be you or they're jealous of you, or they just want to see you lose. Okay, guys, I hope you guys like this episode or video or whatever this is. You guys will see me very often from now on.